Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back. It's Paula with Paula's Imperfect Plans here for another video. In today's video, we are going to be setting up our paycheck budget for the paychecks we will get on March 8th. So we will go ahead and jump in. Biweekly full-time employees, I expect $13.33.95 for my wages. For my husband's wages, I anticipate $14.73. And right now that's the only income I anticipate. We will have mileage, but I don't know what that will be yet. So that brings our total income to $2,806.95. So if we move down to our fixed expenses, from there, I'm going to do a $100 donation with this paycheck. For REC, that is our electric bill, and I usually budget $300 for that. It has gone up a little bit, and typically it's not as high in the winter as it has been. There have been some new things, that we have that are drawing electricity, but I'm kind of waiting before I up it in the budget to see if that's consistent or if it was just a rough month with it. Car insurance is actually car and homeowners insurance. We pay the premiums every 6 months. It's homeowners insurance for our acreage and I think 5 different vehicles. And I set aside $325 a month for that. The next premium will be due in May. For life insurance, we have a few policies. I set aside $131 a paycheck for that. XM radio, we have promotional whatever cost. We have it in one vehicle, and that's $6.48. Kids insurance, I will not be paying with this paycheck. For the before school program, I call it the after school program, but it's before school. So I'm budgeting $30 and hoping it's not. He goes 4 mornings a week before school. And then I put $50 a month on his school lunch account. I do that with the first paycheck typically. Internet, I've been setting aside half of the bill each time we get paid, or around half the bill. So I'm setting aside $25 for that this paycheck. I have a Kindle Unlimited subscription. That is $12.83. And then garbage, I've shared that before. My portion is $51. We have someone come and empty a dumpster once a week for us. And this is half of the bill. We split that 50-50 with my mom, who lives down the road and also uses it. So let's add up our fixed expenses. That brings our total fixed expenses to $1,031.31. If I subtract that from the entire income that we had, that leaves us with $17.75.64 left to budget. We'll take that down into variable expenses. So our variable, most of these are cash. We do $280 a paycheck in groceries, which is $140 a week. We do $140 in allowance, which is $70 for me and $70 for my husband, every pay period. Beauty gets $50. Beauty is things like I try to get a pedicure every so often. It is makeup, skincare, that kind of stuff, just for me. For drinks, we budget $50 a paycheck typically. Oh, I did that wrong. So I have them in a different order on my spreadsheet. Allowance is down here. That's the $140, $70 for me, $70 for my husband. Up here is eating out. We budget $100 every 2 weeks for that envelope. For work meals, is $20. I'm not anticipating having more work meals than that. Car wash, I set aside $15 to go to the car wash. Nothing for the massage. So diesel, I guess I have 138 in the budget. Just kind of a stock one. So that is diesel for my husband's truck. He gets diesel in town at our local co-op, and then for so many cents off per gallon, and then they send us a bill at the end of the month. Okay, so that puts our variable expenses at $793. If I subtract that from the $1,775.64 that was left, we now have $982.64 left to budget. So now we're going to come on up to, so we're taking that $982.64 and bringing it up to sinking funds. In our Christmas sinking fund, I put $25 in per pay period for LP, which is our winter heating cost that I'm saving up for a larger fill that will I'll probably make this summer. I'm putting $50 away for that this pay period. Travel, so online I'm doing $99. That is our I do prop cash stuffing to do the tracker and stuff, but I put it right into my high yield savings account, the 100 envelope challenge. So I'm putting 99 towards that, or plan to put 99 towards that this pay period. Every pay period I put $20 towards kids, $20 towards vehicles. That goes into my high yield savings account and just kind of adds up there, as well as $50 towards future gas for vehicles. 52-week savings challenge. We do $53 per pay period. We do a week at the beginning and a week at the end and work our way into the middle. So that makes $53 a pay period. It goes right into my emergency fund in the high yield savings account. This year, I started putting some money aside for medical since I no longer had the option of a flex plan at my work. So I'm setting aside $40 for that this pay period. That's also online right into the high yield savings account. I'm setting aside $100 towards future tattoo, which leaves our sinking funds. The last line is our cash envelopes, so savings challenges and cash sinking funds, and that should be $269 that we should have there. So let's add up our sinking funds. So our total for our sinking funds is $731. If we subtract that from the $982.64 that we had, that leaves us with $251.64. I have no foreseeable other expenses here at all. So that's going to bring the $251.64 down to extra debt, and I am going to put that entire amount, or plan to put that entire amount, as a principal only payment on our only debt at this point in time, which is our HELOC. So that should bring us down to a zero-based budget. I will go through here. I updated these for March, and I will just check my math. So our income was $2806.95. Fixed expenses were $1031.31. Variable was $793. Sinking funds was $731. Other was $0. And extra debt was $251.64. So let's check this math quick. $2806.95. Nope. I'm not going to get the right answer if I don't put the right numbers in here. And that leaves us with a zero-based budget. So that is the current budget that I have for our paycheck that we will get on March 8th. If you have any questions, comments, as always, leave them below. I am caught up on comments, and I am really working to be more on top of those, especially people who are asking, for people who are asking, actual questions. I am working to stay caught up on those. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye.